First off, we have a quick start guide and instruction manuals. Here's everything that comes in the box. Comes with the charger right here. These are camera control cables. Here's a protective foam pad that you can put on the gimbal. This is an extension battery tube. Comes with 2 batteries. These are rechargeable batteries. This cable right here is for the charger. And this is the Evolution itself. And that's everything that comes in the box with the Evolution. Now, let's get the Evolution ready to use with the GoPro Hero 4 Black. First thing we need to do is unscrew the bottom here and take the extension battery tube and screw that in. Make sure you screw these in nice and tight or the batteries might not connect. Now that the extension tube is in, we can now take the batteries and place those in properly. And last, place this cap on the bottom. Next, the Evolution comes with a protective foam pad that I'm going to place right here at the base of the gimbal. That way, if you ever turn the gimbal off and the GoPro and gimbal flops to one side, you'll protect your camera. Put it in right there. Make sure it sticks properly, and we're good to go. Next, we can attach the GoPro to the gimbal. We first need to loosen this bracket, which goes on the front of the GoPro. So these screws in the back, just loosen them up until you can fit the GoPro through this bracket. Make sure the motor is on your right side and slide the GoPro in. Fit it nice and snug up against the motor, and then tighten the screws in the back. Once those are nice and tight, we can now power on the gimbal. Hold this button on the side here until you start to see the light flash blue. We're now flashing, and so I can now turn the motors themselves on. The gimbal is powered on, but we now hold the joystick in until you feel the motors turn on. The gimbal's now ready to use. And it's got a few different modes. The first mode is the pan following mode. This is the default mode, and you can pan left and right, but if you tilt or pitch down, the gimbal will keep the GoPro locked horizontal. The next mode is locking mode. If I press once, pressing the joystick, the gimbal itself will lock both the pan and pitch motors. This means the GoPro will not move left or right or up and down. The third mode is the pan pitch following mode. If you double press the joystick, this enters that mode, which is more of a freestyle mode. You can pan left and right, and it will pitch up and down as you move the gimbal up and down. To enter the previous mode, simply press once. Now we're back in the locking mode. Press once again, and we're back in the default mode, the pan following mode. Within each of these modes, you can also use the joystick to either pitch the GoPro up and down or tilt the camera. You can also control the gimbal, the pan, the pitch, and recalibrate the gimbal by using the app. And that is really everything you need to know to get started using the Evolution.